Hey everyone, my name is SouthieFPS, and in this video I want to discuss a very interesting topic related to the latest DLC of Battlefield 1, the Apocalypse. So here it is. As you all know, all the previous DLCs included at least one or two new operations. However, Apocalypse didn't offer any new operations at all, which disappointed many players, including me. And so a solution to this is pretty simple, and in this video I want to discuss all the suggestions for the lack of operations in the Apocalypse DLC and how that can be changed. So here they are. The first suggestion is pretty simple, and it's to make one map operations. This would mean that we would get 3 new operations in total for the Apocalypse DLC, which would be pretty much a lot, and not only would be a big surprise, but it would also make a lot of fans of this game mode very happy, since we really want new operations in this game, and if we don't get them it's pretty disappointing, to be honest. But yeah, it's just how it is, and each operation in overall would be much shorter. However, you could experience one of the 3 new maps in a fan favorite operations game mode. So as I was saying, it's pretty much these 3 maps on every game mode, I believe, apart from Frontlines and of course the worst, Supply Drop and Air Assault, but because Air Assault has like 2 specific maps that have been added with this DLC too. So these 3 maps aren't in an operation, none of them are, including the Air Assault ones. So it's pretty disappointing to not see any operations at all in this DLC. But as I said, we would get 3 new operations in total for the Apocalypse DLC, and yeah, as I said, each operation in overall would be much shorter. However, you could experience one of the 3 new maps in a fan favorite operations game mode, which would be a very nice thing to see, as operations offers something different compared to the other game modes in my opinion. It has a variety, and it's pretty unique. Like, it shows off the real war, like the battles, it showcases them the best to this game mode, because it includes the cutscenes, the brief screens, and just everything, the pre-battle speeches. It just makes it feel like something completely different in like a proper battle of the Great War. But yeah, another suggestion from me is to split each map into 2 sections. Now this is pretty simple, and I'm just going to explain how it would work. So let me give an example. So for example, on River Somme map, which came with Apocalypse of course, in the first map of the operation you would be fighting by the River Somme and would push with the tanks to take multiple sectors. So pretty much you split it, you have River Somme map, you split that into 2 sections. One section is for one map and the other section is for the second map. And so for the first map, let's say, as I said, you would push with tanks to take multiple sectors, and then once all these sectors would be captured, you would move on to the next map, which would be a different section of River Somme, as I said. And so, for example, in the second map you would be fighting in the burned forest where the enemy is making a last stand, and you would need to capture the remaining sectors to win the operation. So personally, I think that this is the best suggestion out of all the 3 ones that I made. I'm gonna discuss the last one after this, but I think this is the best one, as it would give a proper length for an operation and would include the 3 standard 2 map operation experience. And yeah, lastly, the final solution would be to create a one large 3 map operation like with Oil of Empires operation from the base game, which included fighting across 3 different maps. So it's not that standard 2 maps like in any other operation. It's, for a change, the only operation that has 3 maps, and despite it being long, I think it would be pretty nice to have one more long operation, considering if we even got one. So, well, you may think this wouldn't work because there's no actual connection between the 3 maps that came with Apocalypse, which are Cabretto, River Somme and Passchendaele. But what can be done is make an operation called Over the Top. So it's like in the official Apocalypse description, which says, which is go over the top. And yeah, that's the part of the official description of Apocalypse. So a name for an operation like this would pretty much fit the setting in Apocalypse DLC. And for a change, this operation would include the most infamous battles of the Great War. So instead, putting two maps that are historically connected to each other, you'd make one large free map operation that isn't based on maps that are connected, but instead on the infamous battles. So like, you just put the free maps, put them into an operation, and it just showcases these free maps into one operation of infamous battles, which I think wouldn't be a bad idea, and you could kind of excuse it because it would just be showcasing something new, and it would show something unique to the operations game mode, which would be pretty nice. Yeah, as I said, this operation would be unique, as instead of like these two map historically connected, you would get infamous battles of the Great War. So yeah, anyways, that's about it for this video. Remember to leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and tell me what you think in the comment section below. If you have any suggestions, remember to share them in the comment section below. Apart from that, thanks for watching. Remember to leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe if you want to see more content. But again, thanks for watching, have a great day, and I'll see you on the battlefield.